Next up, we're going to have a bit to say about this one, is, of course, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. I'm really excited for this movie. This special. If you ask me at the beginning of the year, going like, oh, Jack, there, are you excited for the reunion for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? I'll be like, yeah, I'll be excited when there's a trailer. So, we got the behind the scenes feature a while ago, and that looks really good. Just the fact that we'll get into some of the things that they point out in that in a minute. But I think that the trailer looks really good. They've upgraded from the original series.
I beg to differ.
I think this is where we're going to have the fucking debate. So, if you guys want to fucking debate, this is the fucking part to clip out. So, Dad, give me your thoughts on my Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always.
Well, it hasn't changed, Jack. Yes, it's clearer footage.
Yeah.
It's still, I reckon it's still a B grade show, mate. It's never been a great show. I mean, they wear these helmets. Their mouth doesn't move.
No, but that's kind of the point of them.
Well, no, I think
it's like the Iron Man mask. The mouth doesn't move on the Iron Man mask.
No, it doesn't, but at least his thing goes up and down and he can see his face again. These things here are just, but I've never liked the Power Rangers. So I've probably gone into it with preconceived ideas.
Yeah.
And when I watched the trailer, I went, yeah, no, that hasn't changed, Jack. No way.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can like this stuff.
Won't be surprised, because the thing is too about this trailer is that you get things that you never got in the series. Like, you get this Megazord's actually CGI compared to the costume that they had, which I think looks way better having it CGI than a costume. It looks less campy. But I think that the the sweeping shots and stuff that we never got in the original series, that alone should show you that this is an upgrade.
It is an upgrade. I'm not going to say it's not. As I said, the footage is clearer, but it's still pretty. I don't know. It's a bit of a joke to me. It's not a like where you got your Marvel stuff and your DC stuff. And as much as I would prefer Marvel over DC.
Sure.
But I've got to say I like DC over Power Rangers, mate, because it's just, I don't know, it's a coming of age thing. They've never come of age. We're now in,
well, they are. They're older.
23, mate. They're older, but whoever wrote it, and you got that little robot-y thing that
Alpha 5. Aye.
Yeah, it's just like he doesn't sound like Jarvis, does he?
No, but he's not meant to. It's not the same character.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't reckon the Power Rangers has come of age.
But it's like, not even the serious storyline didn't grab you? Like, Trini bloody dies at the beginning. She gets thrown off a cliff.
Who does?
Trini, the Yellow Ranger.
In this thing?
Yeah.
Was that on the trailer?
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
There's only a quick shot of her, and then you hear her go, no, and then the next shot is bloody Billy and Zach taking off their helmets, and all the Rangers looking over a cliff.
Yeah, right.
Not even that grabs you?
Nah, sorry.
That is more serious than Power Rangers has ever been.
Yeah, possibly, but it's not, it doesn't float my boat, I must say.
That is really bizarre, people. Like, come on. Okay, so, Power Rangers, I will agree, it's not great, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's a guilty pleasure for me. I grew up with Power Rangers. I watched them on Channel Go. They would plug 2 of those seasons all the bloody time, which is kind of ridiculous. And so when they came to Netflix, of course I would watch the seasons I would watch, but I would go back and watch the first series, and I think that the first time I watched the original series, I did agree it was a bit out there and slow at some parts and not great, but I think over time you kind of accept the cheesiness. It's kind of like you can compare the same thing, like we're going to talk about in a minute, but Ninja Turtles, you can compare it to Ninja Turtles and go like, yeah, these are crazy concepts, and They make no sense. But it's...
I don't know if it's not that they don't make sense. I mean, they've got a storyline, whether it's good or bad. But, I don't know.
I think the storylines are good. I think it's just the effects from the original ones that don't...
Yeah, and they don't do it any justice at all.
Yeah.
And they just use bizarre-looking characters, I suppose. Like, I think their superhero suits are a bit...
You can say the same about Ninja Turtles. It's like, what the fuck is up with these turtles as ninjas going across rooftops and fighting a warthog and a rhino?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, they're still crazy characters. It's like... But, like, the fact that this is the first time that we're actually getting American footage, and I think that alone is exciting, because then you don't have to, like... Because I'm watching the original series at the moment, and there's times when you're just like, okay, there's the part where they get into the Zords, there's the part where they get into this, where the Megazord attaches, then they attach onto the Megazord, and then the Megazord attaches together and fights. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, when you get the Megazord, that is just cheesy as heck. But the part with the Zords where they're running in the trailer, it's meant to be a homage to the original series, not necessarily, this hasn't aged well. They're meant to do a homage.
Yeah, I suppose, but as I said, I went in with preconceived ideas. I actually have never liked the Power Rangers, and I don't like... I mean, what did you say that show, this one that you've got on your screen, it only goes for about an hour, doesn't it?
No, it goes for 55 minutes.
About an hour.
So, shut up. But, no, so, like, because, like, I have the trailer up at the moment, it's like, you even have the updated, like, command center. That, compared to the old command center, that's...
Sure, they've
that's
upgraded...
an upgrade.
Yeah, they've upgraded some stuff, but at the same time, I don't know.
They have more of a budget for this than the original series.
Who actually has put it together?
Well, they're owned by Hasbro, which does Transformers.
Yeah, well, I tell you, the Transformers, they have a big budget for them.
Yeah, but I think that the fact that this is Netflix, and Netflix is actually putting this together, this actually looks good for Netflix.
Oh, Netflix but Netflix also they have a fair bit of cash to splash around, so...
Yeah, but, like, I've heard that they're, like, original, not necessarily Stranger Things, but, like, the movies and stuff that on there, that they're pretty terrible, but this one actually looks pretty good for a Netflix special.
Oh, yeah, no, I think Netflix, they do some good stuff.
Because, like, this looks way better than Red Notice.
I didn't mind Red Notice.
Because, like...
Was that a Netflix thing?
Yep.
But the one that we went and saw in the theatre...
That wasn't...
Oh, no, that wasn't Red Notice, was it?
No, that was Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah.
With Ryan Reynolds, yeah. Because they also did... I could be wrong, but I think they also did The Grey Man. I could be wrong, but I think that there's a lot of stuff... Like... Yeah, sure, it's a bit... I think that the effects of the teleportation look a lot better. And the fact that you have... sweeping shots and 360s of angles and stuff. That's something that Japan would have never done.
Yeah, no,
with that series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but they were pretty old. I mean, they were back in the 80s?
No, early 90s, so 93 it came out.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, sure, Robo Reader looks ridiculous, but that's something that you need to go with the storyline, with the canon of everything, because, like, so I haven't seen all of the Power Ranger series, but apparently at the end of In Space, that's the end of the Zordon era, then they free Zordon. I think the Rangers cut open the cage that Zordon's in to spread his power to get rid of all the evil in the world.
Yep.
So Rita and Lord Zed and all that turn back into humans.
Yep.
That are not evil, so they basically, I won't be surprised if they show this in the special, but I think they're going to take that body of Rita that was good, but basically get that evil soul back and then make her robotic.
Yeah, right, okay.
So it's not like that they're going like, oh, they're making all their monsters robotic. They're actually trying to make it into canon.
Yep.
Because I think that there's references in like computers and stuff to like RPM and Dino Charge and stuff like that. And I think that, not that they're going to show up in this, but I think that there's something with the... Honestly, the only thing I could agree with you on that looks a little cheesy is like I have the bit where they're in the juice bar and the fighting does look a bit silly.
Yeah.
But there are some bits that are impressive with the fighting. Like they're using a lot of shots that I wouldn't expect from Power Rangers at all, especially the '90s series.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
but I'm not.
So I think that alone gets me excited. And plus, they're going to make this a tribute to Twee and whatever they're going to do about JDF. I don't know what they're going to do, but because we have Green Ranger footage, but won't be surprised if he doesn't take off his helmet.
Yeah, okay.
The same with Pink and Red. Even though that we do have Kat and Rocky in this, I think that opening fight is meant to be Kimberly and Jason.
Yeah, for sure.
So the fact that Austin St. John can't leave the country because of some COVID thing, and the fact that Kimberly is also, like, Amy J. Johnson didn't say yes to what was offered, but I think I won't be surprised if she records something for the viewing globe for JDF.
Yeah, right, okay.
So I think
he's the guy that died just in the last year. This year or in the last year?
And like kind of end of last year-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jason David Frank, I think that there'll be a tribute to him by Amy or in the credits or something. So I think that that's going to make a little bit of, not excitement, but that's going to be more drama than Power Rangers ever was.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I think that the fact that you have the drama and you have the seriousness of Twee or Trini dying, and the fact that you have sweeping shots and more decent Power Rangers footage that's not grainy and looks like shit, I think that alone is an upgrade.
Yeah, for sure.
That I'm excited to see, which will be the next episode. Our next episode's going to be our February episode, and we'll be reviewing Once and Always. So keep an eye out for that. We might even do a live stream talking about. We'll see how it goes, but we'll definitely do something for Once and Always. I will do my review and do my rankings of the Power Rangers characters for my Morphen and the movies and stuff. So I think that will be a lot of fun when that comes out on April 19th, which is very, very soon.
Yeah, a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that for sure. So